Hi everyone and welcome back. This tutorial we will work with heartfelt creations and the paper collection is Arianna blooms. Now I do have this collection in my stash for quite a while now. Could be a few years. This paper pack, it is 24 double-sided papers. They're 12 by 12. So you get 2 sheets of each design. So let's go through the design and I can show you what we do get in this collection. I've take them apart already so that it makes it easier for me to go through it. That is 2 of these pages and this is the other side. Very cute. These 2, you also get your sentiments at the bottom, and this is on the opposite side of the paper. It's probably that way. I'm just going to turn this. There's some more sentiments, and I do like using sentiments on my pages. I think my paper pack is turned the wrong way. That's better. Sorry. And this is the opposite side. Still might be not the right. Yes, it's still not right. Let's try it again this way. I've taken them apart and I must have mixed it up. Beautiful. I do like the colors in here. Some tags on the side. And we've got the spots. With the butterflies and the back side. This is a very nice layout for scrapbooking. And on the other side, also pretty. And let me just turn it. And just plain on this side. And the opposite. And the green side. And on this one you do get all tags, smaller tags, bigger ones, and tags with sentiments. And that looks like stamps. And that is plain on that side. So that is our paper pack that we're going to work with. Then also the Fleur Borders Basics. That is the number up there if you are interested. This is a very pretty design. And you do get the 2 opposite. And that is the other information if you want to come camera. Doesn't want to do it. There it is. That I can show you. I did die cut a piece just to show you. It is very pretty. Now I would suggest that you use release paper or a plastic bag, a thin plastic bag, when you do this on a heavy cardstock. Now my cardstock is heavy that I work with. It is a 240 GSM from Poppycraft, and I have to use release paper just to help me to get this out. Otherwise if you put it through your machine a few times, you do get a double cut. And we're also going to use our stamp. This is the flower, Arianna flower, and we've got the die cut. Unfortunately, I don't have the package. I don't know what happened with it, but you can see I've used this so many times. It is an easy flower to make, and I've got one there that I've done already, and there is a smaller one, and I still got some here that is just all getting dry, and I've got the stemlets as well. So yes, it makes quite a big flower when you use all the petals, or a little one if you just use some of it. So what I've done is I use, let me just get it. This is shimmer and it's sparkle. That is the sheer one. So you just get the shine, and then I put glossy accents on it when it is dry. And then I put my stamens through it. Very easy to make those flowers. Also that I'm going to use is this butterfly from Gina K, Fight Like a Girl. Now this is still available, and this is the butterflies. I've just colored them in and put some glossy accent over it, and I also put a little bit of glitter on it, and then the glossy accent over it. This is the butterfly. As you can see, it's a nice big butterfly to work with. Okay, that is all that. And then this is our chipboard. You need 2 pieces, 6.5 by 8. And then you need a spine. It's 2.5 by 8 inches. And then this is the paper I'm going to use to cover the spine. Unfortunately, this is all I've got. You can see it's 176 GSM, but I'm going to help it with glue so that it's not going to split on me or tear, and I can show you exactly what I mean by helping with glue. I'm going to get this all ready, and then I'll come back and show you. This is the 2 pieces that I've just got out of the pack. They are 12 by 12. We're going to put tape in the middle, put them together, and we're going to put our chipboards on it. Now you will say, Rina, your chipboard is white. Yes, I know, but this is the opposite side. If it was both sides white, I would have liked that, but it is not. And I'm going to put some tape on mine, and I'm using, I think this is, let's see, this is a 3/8 of an inch tape that I'm using. And all I do, I just want to lift it. It's my workspace, it's not big here, so you can see what I'm doing, and that's all I do. I try and put it onto the edge of the paper, and I've got a scissors here. Now I just need to have my bone folder, and we will burnish it very well. Now burnishing, it means to get all the air out, and so the paper can grab with the glue. And just my pricking tool, and I'm just going to lift the back of it. I'm not going to do the whole one, just going to do a little bit of it. And then I'm going to do, I'll put that, the second page on, and make sure I'm even with my tape. And I can make sure I'm even at the top, holding it, and then I'm going to pull this. You can hear my neighbors taking their little dog out for a walk, and she do get very excited. She's still a puppy. Right, now that is all together, and that was easy. We will do some score tape also on our page, on our chipboard, sorry. So you can pick which side you want to do it. I think I'm going to put white to white to white. And score tape, I might use the wider one. I think this is, you get so many sizes in these score tapes. It's a good spoiled. It's a 1/2 inch. Now we're just going to do it on the side all around, and I'm going to put 2 in the middle. Let me do mine and I'll come back and show you. I don't think you want me to. I can start off and I can show you, and then I will finish it off camera, and then you can do yours as well. Just all around. Very important to have your score tape to the edge of your chipboard, because when you fold it over, you want it to grab nicely and it looks very good. Take your time when you do this part, it's worth it. Yes, and another apology, they are building a house next to us on the other side, so here's, it's going a bit hectic here. And it's raining and they're still building. Okay, so we're going to do 2 in the middle. You can put more if you want to, but I will fill it up with glue. So that is what we're going to look like, and then we will burnish, and I'll show you then what's going to happen. Now I've done all my score tape, burnished very well. Find my nice bone folder, my best friend, and I'll show you why it is my best friend. Okay, so all the air is out. I'm lifting it. You can see why it's my best friend. It lifts up the score tape for you as well. And let's do this side. Okay, so these ones here, I'm just gonna do a little piece, and let's do just a little piece, and we are going to use, I think I'll use this one so I can finish this bottle. It's nearly finished, and I'm going to glue in between. Don't go over your score tape. And we're going to put that, holding those two, and we're going to try and put it in at the middle. well, the best as you can. And I can pull that, and I can pull that one, and press it hard. Now I like between the two pieces here, I like it a quarter. This is a quarter of an inch. Now I will mark it a quarter of an inch, or you can do it 3/4, but I'm going to do a quarter of an inch, making my mark. And here I'm also going to go for my quarter of my inch, and I'm going to make a mark, and I'll do the at the top there as well. And I know that is where I need to place these two. So that one will go onto those marks, and that one will go onto those two marks, and that's even space in between here. Some people do put extra chipboard in here and then butt it up. I tried, it's a mess. This way it is much easier for me. And I'm just burnish this up so we can place it down. I will lift the middle ones, and my side ones, it's just gonna be a little bit. I'm not that confident in really put it straight, and if I do it this way, it gives me a little bit, I went a little bit over here, it gives me a little bit time to maneuver. And that one over there, and I'm going to fill it. You don't need to fill it with glue. You can put extra score tape. If you've got a good glue, you can use it like what I do. And now I'm going to show you how easy it is for me. I'll do the bottom one, and I hold it, eyeball the top, I'm on my mark, I'm on my mark, on my mark. Sometimes I still get it skew, but you know, it's just a hair out, that's fine. And I think, oops, I think this one is a little bit skew. Now I'm done. Mine is all on, and what we're going to do is we're going to fold over. We're going to fold over the edges, the top, the bottom, and the side edges. So what we're actually going to do is, I like to use my big spatula to help me with this. I'm going to put it underneath my paper, and where it's bent, where my chipboard is, then I know the crease that I'm making there is exactly where my chipboard is, and that is what you need. And I have to just help mine a little bit more because of my paper. It's a little bit thicker than I normally use. I normally use a 65 pound, and yes, I couldn't get any, that was not available at the time. And I'm just helping it, and I make the crease on the sides. So I've got both my sides. Now this option is yours. You can cut this so that it's just 2 inches or 1 inch away and it's shorter on your sides, that is the same as this, as the bottom and the top, you can do that, but I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to waste the paper. And let's bring this over, and I'm just going to turn it, bringing my spatula, let it help me, and just take your time. If this is really big and long, so we can do a decent, well, so you can be happy with what you're doing. Let's crease that, and let's do the side, bringing it over to, okay, that is, okay, so I've got both of mine, fold over and press it down. So, like I said, you can cut it shorter on this side if you want to. I'm just going to keep it. I mean, it's not going to hurt my book. And I'm not going to waste paper. Now, what we're going to do, we have to cut out. I'll just grab my pencil. We're going to have to cut on the line and on this line and to that dot, because we need a little bit of paper over there so we can fold it into the corners. Now you can cut it on the line, but I'm gonna do an this is, oh, now I'm gonna cut this one on the line. I'm not going to cut that. Let me do that. On my fold line to my dot, and then I'm going to cut, probably not that big of an angle, but on a little angle to the dot. Okay, so when you fold it over, and you fold that over, it comes even on this side. That one, onto the dot there, we're going to cut, well, I cut a little bit past the line. A little bit past the line, and this is an angle. That's what I'm going to cut. I'm going to cut all of them, and I can show you when I'm done. So let's just do it. I've done all my cuts, and this is what we're going to do. We're going to have to do some score tape. We're going to bring it over, score tape on the edge there, and score tape on this edge here. Now normally I just put it on my paper straight through, and then we will fill in with glue. This is what it's going to look like. I'm going to do that on the edge again. I'm going to put glue over there, and that's going to be on my fold line. On the fold line. That's what I'm going to help my paper. I probably went a little bit too much on this side here. And we can lift our score tape, the backing of it. And I'm I'm just going to turn it so I can work it from that side. And I'm doing that one as well. Bring my big one over, and it's going to help me. And I can see the glue is grabbing already. And bring it over. Just take your time. And that's it. I can feel it. It's just want to go down. Now I've got creases there. Don't worry about it. There's paper going over it. Just pressed it flat. And let's let it stand up. And there's no cracking. So that's a good thing. No cracking, and it's flat even with the chipboard. So we're going to do it with all the sizes. Alright, I will do mine and I will show you again. Right, so I've got this one so I can show you, and this glue, if you don't close it, it seeps out so much and you lose quite a lot of glue then. I think it's the pressure what they use to put it in. And this step here with the glue that I've pulled in there, I do that with my 65 pound. If I use that card, that paper, I do that with all of my albums, and I've never ever had anything that was cracking or that comes up, because you have to do that all over again if that happens. And rather do precaution now. And on the edge here I've put glue, and on my side edge there I've put glue there as well. Okay, and then we just bring it in. So what I've done also, let me show you quickly. There's a piece of paper there. I've just turned it in, and I've turned this one in. If there's nothing, just turn in the corners, it doesn't matter. And I need this one. Over, and that's it. Oh, sorry for the noise, that was a bit loud. And that is your album that you covered. Now we can do a piece of paper to cover all this as well, or you can use your pattern paper. If you've got a lot of pattern paper, you can use that as well. And I'm just going to use another piece of this white, and I'm just going to cover the whole piece here. That's why I said to you, if there's a fold, don't worry, there's paper going over it. Okay, so that's what I'm going to do. But first, what I'm going to put in back, a piece of Tyvek on that side and a piece of Tyvek on that side. The Tyvek is it's envelopes they use in America, and they do buildings with it as well. It's very durable, and I can show you what it looks like. This is a piece that I've used already, and it was an envelope, and it's really, so all I need to have is to cut me a piece, and I can tell you, if you do have it, you can use it, or if you don't have Tyvek, I know it is not available everywhere, especially in the country where I am, it's not available. Let me cut it and then I can give you the measurements. I've measured, let me see, it's 1.5 inches, and I've cut it to 7 3/4. 7 3/4 and by 1.5 inches. So that is where we are going to do, and we need score tape on the back of it. And don't put score tape over here. Some people do. I don't do it. I don't put score tape that it goes over there. I'll put score tape on the edge here. So when you fold it, there's no gapping. That is the main thing that I like to cover. And it's just eyeballing. You will see I hardly ever measure anything if I don't have to. And then we're gonna do it this side, and let's cut it. Let's check that again. All right. Yes, I do like that idea. And I am going to press down. I need to hold it. One side is down. If there's creases, don't worry. Don't worry. And I just want to do the same with this one. Okay, so it's just a little bit onto that mark. And onto this mark here. And we do the same for that one. And down. That is the two ways you can do it, as long as you're on the edge of your chipboard. And then you can pull, and I'm just gonna do a little bit at a time. I think and I'm just gonna pop it on. Need to be on my mark. That's it. And down. Okay, that's easy. Both ways, easy. Paper, and I'll show you how that will look. So the piece that I've cut is the 12-inch piece in the length, and it's 7 3/4, and that's gonna cover the middle section. Okay, now again, I'm just going to take my book away. We're going to do score tape all around the edges, and then we're going to do on the edge again. You don't want to do it in the fold. We're going to do it on the edge again, and I can show you when I get to that stage. There is all my score tape. So what I've done is I did bring my book back, and I've turned it over where I've done my side score tape, and I just lined it up, and I know there is the edge, and I make a pencil mark, and there's the other edge, make a pencil mark, and that's where I did my score tape. And I fill it in the middle, furnish it very well, and that's it. Now we can put it in. I'm going to lift the middle ones and mark on that side, pencil mark on here, and I'm going to line my pencil marks on top of each other and placed it. And make sure I'm even on all sides, top and bottom, and press that down. Now I can remove all the other score, backing off the score tape, I must say. Lift it there, and let's bring it over, and we burnish it then. I just want to get rid of my pencil marks. That's it. Now what we need to do is we take our bind folder and we're going to help our book. We're going to help it to bend it. Now I like this bind folder to do that because it's round and yet it's got a bit of a point, and that goes into the fold so easy. And burnish on both sides. That's where we have the score tape, so there's no gapping, and that's it. Let's bring it over and let's do the other side. Fold it and help it, and that's our book. We can see we've got nice splitting, and all the paper, the edge of the paper, it's all flat, and that side it's all flat. And that's what the most important is. It should be flat, and this is no splitting. Right, that is the beginning of our mini album. We're going to go and do the gusset inside. I'm going to get it all ready, and then I can explain to you how we're going to do it. Very easy. Now for the spine, this is what we need to do. We're going to cut one piece that is 7 7/8 by 4 3/8. We're going to score 1 inch, and you can turn around and we score 1 inch. So that's what I just put it on the inch, score, turn it around, and another inch. So these flaps are inches, 1 inch each. Okay, Then you're going to do another one. You're going to cut that 3.5 by 7 7/8 and score it inch and inch flaps. Another one, you're going to cut it 2 7/8 by 7 7/8 and you're going to score it at 1 inch at both sides. That's what we're going to have. Score tape on the back, score tape on the back, and score tape on the back. The bigger one is going into the book, the second one in the middle, and the narrow one in the middle. And that is our hinges for 6 pages. Now you can put this one in the book first, and then you add that one and that one, or you can add them all together and then put it in the book. And I think I'm going to do that. I think I'm going to just do them all and then I'll put it in a book. It is very easy. There's enough space around it. So when you put that one in, just make sure you are in the middle. That's basically it. That you've got enough space on this side, then on that side. And I've finished it very well. I'm just going to lift and let's turn it that way and that way. So I'm just gonna put it at the top there, make sure I've got it in the middle, and I'm even on both sides, and just put it down. And I did cut this one a little bit too long. Then I'm just going to hold on this side and pull it, and this side, and that's it. This is a very easy way of doing it. I've seen it, I cannot remember. Oh, it's so many years ago that I've seen this, that they do this pine. I've got no idea who the artist is that did this. I would like to give her credit, because this is actually a very nice idea of doing it. And that is just one. I'm just gonna lift it, and I'm gonna do the same, and I'm gonna try and see if I can get it in the middle. I think so. I can, yes. Just gonna hold it so that it's even. Let me see if I do it this way. Yeah. Hand down. And then I'm just gonna cut mine. I've cut that one a little bit longer, and then we can put it in the book. Just got a trimmer here with me, and this is gonna make a little bit of noise.